Good morning. I just wanted to quickly go over this worksheet, interpreting graphics on river bends and how rivers form, why they form these big bends and stuff like that. You've got some images here with some questions on both pages. There's an image and questions. And what we're looking at is, like we said, a river that's flowing, creating these bends, these curves in the river. And in this first image, if you look at this line A, this is looking down on the river. A is a cross section of the river, and we see that here. So you're looking at the river like as if it was cut in half, and it shows you some areas are shallow in here and some areas are deep. The deep areas correspond with this section, and the shallow areas correspond with this section. And then it also shows you where the fastest water is moving, and that's in these darker areas. So that fastest water, the maximum velocity, is kind of following these black arrows. And you can see that that has an effect on the shape of the river. So that water of maximum velocity shapes this river, okay? And then we have B, there's a line where the river is straight, relatively straight, and you have a cross section for B. Same thing for C, we have another bend in the river, and we have a cross section for C. So answer the questions as best you can based on that. Now this one is showing similar stuff. It might be a little bit harder to read. Don't worry too much about the meander wavelength. That's just saying from one curve to the next similar curve, how long it is. I'm not too worried about that. But what you're gonna see is this purple line here matches up with the black lines that we saw on the last image. And you see that fastest water hits this area over here, and then it comes, kind of straightens out, hits this curve again, hitting this curve again. We still have cross sections, so we have cross section A right here, and that's again where the river is relatively straight, not curved. But then for B, we see a cross section of where the river is curved, and the two do not look the same. And there's a reason for that, and it all has to do with the flow of water, and that's what you're trying to understand and figure out. You're also trying to think of where material might come to rest. Well, material does not rest in the fastest waters, so you don't have an accumulation of sand at the bottom here. But in the slow water, right in here, you get an accumulation of sand. This slow water lets particles of sand and dirt and stuff kind of fall out and collect, creating a sand bank on these inner curves. And we see it on each one of these. So answer the questions, interpret the graphs as best you can. I just wanted to give you a little explanation of what you were saying. Thank you.